I lost it. You win.
So today's video is going to be a little different. I'm going to be trying something different. And that different thing is sword fighting. Okay, so who am I here with today?
Hey, brother. I'm Matt Erickson. I'm one of the head instructors for Long Island Historical Fencing Society. It's a HEMA Club on Long Island in New York.
Okay.
So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some basic mechanical principles for the German longsword system. It's our primary area of study. And yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, brother. All right, brother. Here you go. All right. So first things first, what you got to learn is how to stand, how to hold the sword. How to hold the sword, you righty or lefty? Righty. All right, so dominant hand goes up onto the cross, doesn't have to be choked up all the way.
Okay.
Bottom hand, dominant, non-dominant hand, goes just above the pommel. You'll see some people grab it, but you don't want to be just choked up here, okay? Basic standing position in our system, it's called Divagen or the scales. It's a balanced martial arts stance. If you've done other martial arts, you've probably seen some variation of this. So what I normally teach to people, assume like a nice shoulder width apart horse stance. Let your weight sink down onto the balls of your feet. You don't want your heels coming up off the floor. You just want to be slightly forward weighted, and then take your dominant foot and you're just going to drag it back until it feels comfortable. Okay? If you feel off balance in any direction, then your feet are too far apart. Holding the sword, our basic position is called Tag, or from the day. Take your dominant hand, bring it up by your right shoulder. Just let your elbows kind of rest in against your ribs. Again, just like when you hold the sword, don't be too tense, don't be too loose, just be comfortable. Okay? You should be able to do basically anything from this position with a nice casting push-pull motion. Basic cut, it's called an Oberhau. It's any cut descending from above your head down to your target. Okay, you can do this from either side. The mechanics of these cuts, we're gonna break it down into little steps, and then we're gonna bring it all together, okay? So the first thing that moves is your hands. You know how to throw a jab? Sorry, reverse? Yeah, so you're gonna throw, basically you're gonna throw a reverse off your right side, okay? So you're gonna punch that arm out. Then, treating this like a lever, you're just gonna pull that non-dominant hand back towards you. You're kind of just gonna toss the point away with a nice snapping motion. Okay, don't worry about the step for right now, just do it with your hands. So from this position, cast the point away and just let it stop when it wants to stop. Good. Again. Boom. Again. Boom. Perfect. Okay, a little more intense, so just give it a little bit more oomph. And again, just let it stop when it wants to stop. Don't fight it and don't let it travel down. When you cut at a target, you want to cut to the target. Okay, so the last thing we want you to do is cut all the way down. Historically, sword, very sharp, person, very squishy. Does not take a lot of force with a sharp sword to cause a grievously bleeding wound to somebody, but it is very easy to lose a fencing bout or a duel if you cut like this and miss and give them your entire head, right?
So you're gonna keep like control.
Yes, you want to cut. Basically, you want to cut so that the point of the sword travels to the center of your target. Do it again. Good. Ready? 3, 2, 1, cut. All right, so now we're going to incorporate the step. So go back to your shoulder, go back to Tag. So first thing you're going to do, cast that point out. Now follow it with that step. So try. Good, go. Beautiful. Good. Now, from this position, I want you to just draw your top hand back by pushing your non-dominant hand out. You don't want to bring it all the way back here. Just kind of reset it. And then you're going to flip and you're going to cut yourself on your left shoulder going down. So throw that right cut, go. Now the left, go. Good. So those are our descending cuts, our Oberhau. We also have undercuts or Unterhau, which are rising cuts from the ground. So this is tail guard. It's called a bunch of different things in different systems. But basically from here, you can do the same thing you just did. You're gonna punch your dominant hand out and then you're gonna pull this hand back to do that cut. You're gonna let it rise until it wants to stop. Perfect. So just whip it out in front of you and pull the pommel, this part, back towards you. Go. Beautiful. And then same thing you did before. You're gonna throw the point out in front of you, and you're gonna pull your left hand, your non-dominant hand, backwards until the sword wants to stop in that cut. Great. Don't choke your hands up though. All right, so now we're gonna throw it all together. Reset. So come to Tog. From your right shoulder, you're gonna throw that first big cut off your right shoulder, so cut. So now you're gonna let it drop down to your left side, and you're gonna do that rising cut from the left with a step, so cut. Good. Now from here, you're gonna let it drop to that hanging guard on your right side to here. So however you get there, good. And then you're gonna do that rising cut from the right. And then you're gonna reset until your arms cross, and you're gonna do that falling cut from the left. Beautiful. So 3, 2, 1, cut. 3, 2, 1, cut. 3, 2, 1, cut. 3, 2, 1, cut. Good. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start in this Tog position. We're gonna go through that sequence of cuts, but at each other.
Okay.
So ideally, what should happen is if you throw that descending right cut and I throw that descending right cut, go ahead, we should meet in the middle, okay? Because we're both cutting to the same target. Again, this is for training. This is not exhibitive of an actual fight. This is just a training drill, okay? So now from here, what you would do is do that next sequence. You can step towards me, and I'm gonna step away from you, and you're gonna throw that rising cut from your left, and same thing. We should meet somewhere in the middle. Good, because we're targeting the same thing, okay? Now do the rising cut from the right. Good, and that rising cut from the left. Oh, nope, you're right, falling cut from the left. See, he's got it better than I do. 3, 2, 1, cut. 3, 2, 1, cut. 3, 2, 1, cut. 3, 2, 1, cut. Good. 3, 2, 1, cut. Hit me. 3, 2, 1, cut. Beautiful. Now do it for real. 3, 2, 1, cut. Good. 3, 2, 1, cut. 3, 2, 1, cut. 3, 2, 1, cut. Good. Most of our thrusts are going to transition from one quadrant to the other. I'll show you that in a second. So for these upper hangings, you do the same thing you did down here, just kind of letting the point sit in the middle, but you're gonna lift your hands up, okay? And you want your point facing whatever your target's going to be. So if you want to stab me in the chest, your point should already be aiming at my chest. Okay, you don't want it out here, because then you have to bring it back in. That's lost time. You don't want to lose any time when someone's trying to hit you with a sharp sword, okay? And same thing, from here, just jab them out until you feel that the sword wants to stop. Cool? Boom. Extend something with a toothpick.
So it's not as long as like from here.
No.
Okay.
Typically, these hanging positions are a little shorter. These thrusts here are a little bit longer because you can extend your arms a little bit further away, whereas here you already have some extension. There's not as much room to go. It might not be any shorter, but it feels more forceful. So, and again, big advantage to that is as you are thrusting or setting on, is what that's called, onsetzen. As you are doing that thrust, you are closing this entire line off to an attack. So if you were to throw that uppercut at me, my counter to that, so go up to your shoulder, throw that cut to me slowly, my counter to that would be close that line and then stab you in the chest. Because I've closed everything here off to you, and now my point's already on line, I can just stab you. So if we were sparring somebody, it would look like that, okay? Good, go. Beautiful. You wanna move as if somebody's hanging on to the point of your sword, pulling at you. One more, 3, 2, 1, thrust. Oop, I lost it, you win. So, that's how you cut somebody, that's how you stab somebody. And we're gonna put it all together. Techniques within our system, the Kunstfechten system, most of our system works off of a bind. So that is when the swords are touching here, this is a bind. This is a bind, this is a bind. If the swords are in contact with each other, this is a bind. What our system does is it works off of this contact. Okay, so whereas some systems will avoid this situation entirely and kind of keep cutting around, or they'll move the opponent's sword offline before they do something, we want to come to this position and then do something from here utilizing feeling or sensing, which is feeling how much pressure you're giving in the bind and kind of what you're doing with your body and what openings are available. Okay, so we're going to put masks on. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come to that bind. So I'm going to throw a cut from my right shoulder. You're going to throw a cut from your right shoulder. We're going to meet in the middle. 3, 2, 1, cut. Good. So from here, right, I want you to just feel with your hands and look at my sword and my body. How much pressure am I giving you in this bind? Do you feel like you're being moved out of the way? Do you feel like you have total control of this?
I think it's in the middle.
It's like neutral, right? So if I loosen my grip, you see how my point kind of drifts off and your point takes the center line?
Yeah.
So this is softness, right? This is me giving you light or no pressure in this bind. There might be a couple of different reasons why I would do this. Most of them would involve me trying to leave this position. So if my point's over your shoulder and your point's at my chest, what do you feel like doing? Just stab me. Perfect. You've unlocked the secrets to this whole system. You've tried to stab me, and in the process of that, or maybe at the onset, I give you a little bit more pressure. So now nobody's point is online, right? Nobody is really threatening each other. Your point's here, my point's here. This is that neutral position you were talking about. Bring your hands out at full extension like you finished the cut. Okay? So now from here, what you would do is keeping contact on my sword, because right now this is keeping you safe, right? I can't cut through steel to get to you. What you would do is turn this edge, your long edge, and cut me here. Do the best you can. I believe in you.
Here?
Good, just like that. And then if we come to that bind, and somebody gets uncomfortably close to you and kind of buries your sword over to the side, the most fun thing you could do, take your pommel, this part, put it between my arms. God, I believe in you. You can do it. Now cut me in the face.
Oh, just like that?
Just like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's called a schnappen or a snapping, or in some systems a wrenching, okay? And basically, I'm gonna do it to you very slowly. Basically what you would do is if someone is closing on you, so if you are closing in on me, you would kind of divert them off to the side, hook them on the arms, and then cut them on the face, and then wrench them down this way.
That's violent.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's real horrible, right? So we're gonna come to that bind. I'm gonna give you one of those pressures, and I just want you to do the technique that we showed you for it. Okay, so ready, set, go. So that one was more neutral, right?
Yeah.
Ready, set, go. Go, go, go. You're doing it. You're doing it. Yes. Step off that way, though. There you go. Yeah, because by keeping your hands high and stepping into the cut, you're displacing the edge here. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, nope, other way. If you want to make a fence in front of my sword, now cut me in the face. Beautiful. Why don't we throw some gear on him and do a couple passes.
Right.
So, and just keep it light and controlled, and just have fun. Do your best to do the things that we showed you, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's a lot different when someone's trying to hit you, right?
Yeah.
It's a full body workout. Imagine doing this in like plate armor that costs as much as like a small town.
Your life depends on it.
Yeah, and someone's actually trying to stand.